Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am very happy to be sharing this video with you all today. Today I'm going to be painting on this giant rock. As you can see, it's very heavy, but it's also very smooth on both sides, and as you can see it is already painted, and I know a lot of people aren't going to be too happy about me painting over it, but this paint is very worn off and faded and chipping in some areas, and I really just want to make it more my own and my own style. And so although it is kind of sad painting over it, I am going over with a couple of layers of acrylic gesso just to give a nice white base coat, but also so that I could have a good surface to paint on, so that my acrylic paint will stick nicely onto the surface of the rock, since it is still a kind of rough on the top of it, since it is a rock after all. And after a couple layers of that, I mixed up some very pastel colors. I'm trying to go for a very simple design, and I wanted to be very much my style with very super pastel rainbow. And so I mixed up a very pastel version of all of the colors of the rainbow, and I'm using orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple for the background of the rock and the majority of the rock. And then in the center I'm going to paint a sakura flower, the Japanese cherry blossom, which, as many of you know since I paint it so often, this is my favorite flower, and I just love how it looks and I love painting it. And I honestly had so many different ideas of what to paint on the rock, but since I also have been working on a couple of bigger projects, I decided to kind of take this one a lot easier and made it a lot simpler. And I just really wanted to take some time to not worry about like high concept or high detail or how challenging it was, and just do a relaxing and simple paint job on something. And that's why I went with the super pastel colors. As you can see, I did a very big outline for the flower. I wanted to make sure the flower had some detail, that it wasn't just one flat color, and so I wanted to do a reddish outline and then more of a pinkish inside. But for this first pass I made the red too big, and so later I do go in and kind of try to fix that outline and make it more of an actual outline and not just such a big stripe. Although this does prove to be a mistake later on. But once I got about 2 coats of color for everything that I've painted so far, I worked to fine tune the flower and try to make it more even on all sides. And it didn't come out perfectly, but good enough. And just to add a little bit more detail, I painted kind of the center of the flower with like the same pretty much reddish color that I used for the outline. And I did also put my initials and the date in white on the yellow side, just so it wouldn't be too noticeable but still be there. And honestly, a big part of me wishes I would have stopped here, or would have used a different form of sealant and protectant, but I didn't. I decided to go with this spray semi-gloss clear sealant and protectant because I wanted something that would be really strong. And so I sprayed it, but it seems like the spray reacted with the pink paint, specifically where I went over the red paint, and it kind of like became super transparent in some areas. And it made me really sad because I loved how it looked like before. And I mean, I don't hate it now. It does just kind of look weird, but it doesn't completely ruin it for me. And I was honestly too scared to mess with it there, so I kind of just decided to leave it as is. I didn't want to make it worse by like painting over it or anything. So this is how the final rock came out. It's very simple of a design, and I know some people will definitely like the original better, but this just is more my style. And I love the colors, I love the pastels. It just seems so bright and soft and happy to me. But I hope you all enjoyed. At the very least, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I appreciate it so much that you all have been tuning in and watching. Thank you all so much for watching. Bye!